Good morning and welcome to your Monday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, and I have no idea what I'm going to say about this particular card today. It's not one I anticipated popping up, and I'm like, wonder what I'll say about that. So we'll see what divine guidance drops through for me to put out there about this card. But let's take some nice deep breaths first, in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting your shoulders drop, just wiggling a little bit. Good morning, Carolyn. Welcome. And I see someone else has popped on. Welcome. Glad you're here. Just settling in, bringing your focus to right here, right now. Good morning, Lucy. Welcome. Hello, Gwen. Glad you're here. So everybody's finding me. Good morning, Cindy. Looks like someone else has popped on also. Glad you're here. And the sun, I'm noticing the sun on Lucy's good morning there. The sun here is a brilliant orange color as it's coming up. And I think that is probably from the smoke from the fires in Canada. And it's, there's like an acrid smell in the air that's pretty unpleasant. But glad you guys are here. Good morning, good morning. Everybody rolling in, starting a new week. Thank you for the sunrise. Very pretty. And TJ has to start his morning greeting. We have the Native Spirit deck by Denise Lynn today. And as I said at the beginning, I have no idea what I'm going to say about this card. We'll see what pops into my head. I had a little something I was going to share anyway, just because I thought it was interesting. But we'll start with the card, which is the Trickster. I'm going to move it closer. It's a winter scene. And one of the things that I learned from my Tony Robbins experience the last 4 days is that we are in the winter. If you think about, he loves you too, Lucy. You just got to say hi to whomever's out there. My guess is it's the older lady on the other side of the street with her two little fuzzballs, the almost dogs. So, anyway, what I was saying, one of the things that Tony Robbins talked about was that financially, we're in the season of winter. Things are difficult. And that if we look historically, there have been many winters, and spring comes. But it's how well do you position yourself to survive the winter? So here's the fox, the wily fox, figuring out how to survive that winter. So let's see what we get here. If you want to just take some more nice deep breaths. The Trickster. Card meaning: things are not as they seem. Sometimes what seems bad may in fact be good, and vice versa. And one of the examples that they talked about was there was a woman, a brilliant young woman, talking about Bitcoin. And she's in the cryptocurrency field. She's got a company. Her name is Meltem Demirs. It's Demirs. And if you, just for your own enjoyment, if you can find a video of her and just watch her for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it was so enjoyable watching a young woman who is so on top of her game, extremely bright, and speaks so eloquently. It was just a pleasure to watch her, even though Bitcoin isn't something I'm dealing with at this point. But there were several speakers who said basically cryptocurrency is here to stay, and you might as well figure it out, because it's going to be, I know, baby, I know, those puppies, what are they doing out on your sidewalk? Good grief. That it's here to stay, and we need to figure out how we're willing to function with it, because things are likely to keep heading in that direction. So, don't take everything at face value. Look beneath the surface. Do your due diligence. Sometimes we're tired, and so someone presents us with something that seems like it's a really good idea, but we don't take the time to kick the tires and look under the hood and make sure, wait a minute, there's something not so good here. All right? And with regard to things like investments, many of us feel like we're too stupid to figure it out. Wrong. We can figure this stuff out. We can do hard things. And there's some very basic videos out there that can be helpful in terms of making those decisions. We also got to hear from a guy. Let me see if I can find him in my notes. Because I think he puts stuff out on YouTube that is easier to understand. Well, one guy is Bill Barhart. It's Barhyrdt, I think. But they speak in ways that I can understand. So when I go to see my financial planner in the next couple of weeks, because it's my annual review, I'm going to have some more intelligent questions to ask him. So that was helpful. That was very helpful. But again, don't take everything at face value. Look beneath the surface. This card encourages you to try to find humor or gentle amusement in seemingly difficult situations. So if you can do the really, really, and have a little bit of humor about it, it'll make it easier to navigate whatever that is. It also encourages you to have irrepressible fun. How y'all doing on that irrepressible fun front? Yep, me too. We're going to work on this. So I'm going to a friend's house this morning, and we're going to do some fun things. Good morning, Mel. And then I'm going out to lunch with my friend Jean, my friend from junior high school. Junior high school. And we're going to have some fun. And we just need to build some of that into our week. Maybe you want to set yourself a goal. Twice a week, I'm going to go do something fun, whatever it is. Diane and I are set up to go do a movie on Saturday. Do some fun things. And try to remember what it is we're going to see. If book club revisited or 2 or version 2 or whatever they're calling it is out, I think that's probably the one we'll see. We'll see. Step out of the mold. And you can read that word mold in more than one way. Are you becoming a moldy oldie? Not okay. We need vibrancy. Your native spirit wants you to know, in indigenous traditions, there is the concept of the tricksters. In Native American traditions, the trickster is often depicted as a wily coyote. There he is. But sometimes the trickster is a human called Heyoka. I think she's of Cherokee descent, so Heyoka would probably be in that tribe. There is a lighthearted, fun aspect of the trickster, but there's also the caution to tread carefully because things are not always as they seem. Be discerning. Ah, awesome. Yes, and that's the thing with Facebook. That's a place that if you're going, I wonder whatever happened to so-and-so, put their name in the bar. You may find there's 10 of them and you have to kind of try to parse out which one is which, but it's a great way to reconnect with people you've lost touch with over the years. Let's see. Be discerning. What appears to be a good opportunity may in fact not be, which is why in terms of investing, they kept pounding it into us. Diversify, diversify, diversify. So if you have something that tanks, like Bitcoin did, it's rallying, but it tanked. Good morning, Susie, that you are buffered by all of the other things that you have, and it doesn't wipe out what you have, okay? The wonderful aspect of this card, Choosing You, is that it offers the opportunity to step out of old, outmoded ways of perceiving yourself. So we're going to do something with that. Okay, this just popped in, what I think we're going to do. The trickster allows you to see yourself in an entirely new way and asks you to step out of old routines and habits that may be keeping you stagnant. So here's her part of the journey, and then we're going to do something different. The journey. It might sound very strange, but the easiest way to activate the energy of this card is to howl like a coyote. If you can, it's even better to do it in the light of the full moon. This breaks up stagnant energies and brings in fresh vitality. I could see doing the Tarzan yell too. That would also be something that kind of breaks things up. Very cool. Very cool. Making smiling cookies. I love that. There. Wouldn't that be a fun thing to put on your tax return? What do you do for a living? I make smiling cookies. Fabulous. Gotta love that. So let's try this. I want you to close your eyes. Not if you're driving, but we're just going to do a little thing. All right? I want you to take some nice deep breaths. And I want you to allow yourself to go to your safe place. In your mind's eye, it may be exactly the same as the last time we visited it. It may be different. Whatever it is today is what it's meant to be, so just receive it. Receive your safe place. Find yourself there. And I want you to ground yourself in your safe place. So you're standing, feeling your feet on the ground, soaking up the Mother Earth energy. If you want your feet to be barefoot, that's all good too. Soaking up the Mother Earth energy. And then spin open your crown chakra and receive divine energy through the crown of your head. And those energies come into your body and they meet in your heart. And then from your heart, I want you to send out a tractor beam. And this is a production tractor beam. It radiates out an energy, a light, that begins to make a full-length mirror right in front of you. And as it starts at the top and begins to form and it's coming down, you can begin to see the top of your head reflected in the mirror. And it just keeps putting itself together, this mirror. But this mirror is going to show you in an entirely different way. It's the opportunity to step out of old, outmoded ways of perceiving yourself. You're seeing the new you. You're seeing the potential you, the new you're going to become, the you are, where you're headed, all right? And I want you to, it's getting down around the eye level. I want you to look in the eyes of that new you. What do you notice there? It's a pretty steady gaze back, isn't it? And moving down even further so you can see your whole head. Just observe yourself. Smile at yourself. That new you. The you that has released all of those outmoded ways of perceiving you. The you that's free. Free to be exactly who he or she is. Moving down, shoulders, chest, just looking at that new you. Notice the movements. That you in the mirror can move. Notice those movements. Down further, trunk of body, down to the hips. What do you notice? Are those hands at ease? Are they moving? Down thighs, legs, feet. So you can see the entirety of the new you reflected in that magical mirror. Making the eye contact, smiling at you. And I want you to ask that version of you, who do I need to be today to step more fully into you? And then listen. Who do I need to be today to step more fully into you? That new me, that free me. That me that has let go of all the old, stagnant, do not serve me beliefs about me. Breathe that in. Nice deep belly breaths. And now I want you to step forward. Remember, this is a magical mirror. Step forward, turn around, and I want you to take one step back into that mirror, merging with that new you. She is you. He is you. That's you. Feel what that feels like to be in that body. Move a little bit. And when you're ready, I'd like you to step forward out of that mirror, whole, integrated, fully that new you. Good morning, Linda. We're just doing a little guided imagery. Another nice deep breath. Coming back to right here, right now. How's that feel? Being in that you that has let go of all the old outmoded beliefs, the limitations, the I can'ts, all that crap. Pretty cool, huh? Awesome. So that's our card for today, the trickster. Things are not always as they seem. Be discerning. look more deeply, take the time to do your due diligence. So, are there some circumstances in your life today that it would be good for you to look under the hood, kick the tires, etc.? It was very exciting. Fabulous. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, have an awesome Monday. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. You are that new you. Step into it. Show it to the world. Put it out there. Let's see how that goes. Have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. And remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.